All right, so let's make this cute resin ring. I am so excited. So with the kit comes this metal wire. It comes in silver or gold. I'm using silver right now. And then also you get this measurer to measure the size ring you want. I'm a size 7. I'm gonna go a little bit lower because we're making it adjustable. So I'm gonna hold it, I see where I want it, and I'm gonna hold it right here. And what I wanna do is, I am going to hold it here. You don't want to hold it where the numbers are at because it'll bend in a way you don't want it to. And I'm going to bring it around, get it where I want. And then I want to go past. I want this to be bigger. I want this to be past where the middle is, where it comes together. And I want to cut past where the center is as well. So I'm going to be using my tool right here, and I'm be cutting past it, and you kind of, it doesn't want to cut too much, but you got to kind of just wiggle it a bit. So we're doing that, right? We got our ring, Now the reason we wanted to go past is we want to make a loop on both sides. And so this is a round nose pliers. You can see it goes from small to big. That's because it makes loops, and this gives you different variations of sizes. So I'm gonna make kind of like a smaller loop. I'm putting my wire kind of like right here. Do you see that? I want to be a little bit smaller right there. And I'm going to bring it around like this. So we have that loop. I just brought it around, and then I'm going to just turn it to the side. I'm going to turn that to the side. Do you see that? Oh, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put my wire about the same place I put my other wire, right here, to make a small loop. And I'm going to curl it around till we make that. And then I'm going to turn it to the side. And do you see how we have an adjustable ring like that? Oh, it's so cute. Adjustable ring. And you're gonna put the resin part right here, and this is gonna be under your finger like that. So we're gonna put that to the side. And then, the nice thing about this is it's very flexible, and so I can kind of move it around the way I want it. And it's just like that. It's so cute. I'm so excited. Okay, so then the next part is we're making our resin, the pretty part, right? The gem of the ring. And with this one, we're gonna use a mold. And the problem with this mold is that it makes holes, right? It's supposed to make holes for earrings or for keychains or whatever, but it makes a hole in the pretty part of your ring. But I'm gonna tell you how to work around that. You could, if you wanted to, you could grab tape instead of using the mold. You could grab tape and put a dollop, just a squeeze of resin on, and make kind of like a dome, and then put a light on it, and then do what you want. I did that here, but it's a lot harder technique than just using the mold. And so instead of doing this technique, which is a bit harder, we're gonna use the mold, and I'll show you how to do that. So I want to have like a silver pendant. I want to do a silver pendant, and I'm gonna put a lot of glitter in. I should probably use my spoon. I'm putting glitter in, and a little bit of glitter goes a long ways when it comes to the UV resin. So we did that. And then I'm gonna grab gloves. We need gloves. We need to be safe because this is chemicals and it can irritate your skin. And if you haven't seen our safety video, go watch our safety video for things you should do to deal with resin and stuff, to play with resin or do resin jewelry. Okay, so now I am going to put my resin in here. And it's not a lot, but it is a lot. It looks like so little, but it's a good amount. And then I am going to stir my resin together with my glitter, making sure all the glitter is covered in resin. We want every single piece covered in resin. And we're gonna do it like so. And then when it's all done, I'm gonna do the heart shape one. I'm doing the heart shape. And so I'm gonna put this in here, making sure it goes all around. Yes, I'm going like this and making sure that every part of the heart is covered. if you're like, if it's not full, if it's not like to the top, you might not have enough resin, and then you only have like part of a heart when you pop it out when it's dry. You want to make sure that's all covered. I have actually enough to make another piece. Why don't we make another piece instead of wasting resin? We don't like to waste resin. Wasting resin is for the birds. Not like the birds play with resin, but if they did, it'd be for the birds. Okay, so we made this piece. That's gonna be a really pretty piece for the ring as well. And then we're gonna put this to the side, leaving on the paper. The paper is to protect my table, right? Because when you're using resin, it can damage stuff. And then I'm going to dry it. I'm going to put the light on it to harden it. I'm gonna do it for about 60 to 90 seconds, and then we'll flip it over and do the back side. Okay, so these are dry on this side. Let's flip them over and dry them on the other side so the other side's not so sticky. Probably for another 60 seconds. Okay, you don't need to do that long in the back because we're gonna be doing the back later on. And so now I'm gonna flip it. Yeah, they're dry. We can pop them out, which I'm really excited about. Look at that, isn't that so cute? And then I'm gonna pop this puppy out. And I wanna put little pendants on it, not pendants, but little just decorations on it. This, like, the hole is coming out, the hole is kind of popping out just a little bit, as it should, because it's supposed to make a hole, but I kind of want to like break it down so that I can put my my heart on there. So I'm going to kind of just bring it down, kind of take off that. Oh, it's going to be so cute. I'm really excited. And then I get my gloves back on. And this, it's so full that you can't even see the hole. We're gonna do this side. And I have this little piece right here as well, a key, and I'm gonna put on there. So we're going to take a drop of resin, and I'm going to get, I might just have to pick it up. Pick it up. And I'm going to put my heart on and move it around where I want it. And then I'm gonna put this heart on, move it around where I want it. And then I'm gonna put the light back on them to kind of glue them down. Okay, so now I want to dome them, and I switched over gloves because these were a little bit clunkier than I wanted. And I'm going to dome. You gotta be careful about doming so it doesn't, doming is just like making a layer of your resin for the top. And I gotta make sure that I don't go, I don't have it overflow the side, because then you'll kind of ruin your shape and you'll have stuff you have to cut off. So I am just doming it just a little. I'm being very careful. And I'm gonna put this back on, and then I'm gonna use my stick, my little stick, and I'm going to make sure that it goes along all the sides. Make sure it goes to the edge. And then I have these little guys from the from the kit, and they're super cute. And I just want, yeah. And I'm gonna take a little bit of resin, put it on here, and flip it over. So I hide that hole, because there was a hole right there. And now that I've domed, and I'm so happy it hasn't spilled over, I'm going to dry it again, and then we gotta flip it and actually put it on our rings. And I made an extra ring since I had extra resin. Okay, we are done. And they're dry on this side. We're gonna flip them over because we gotta put the ring part on, right? To make them into rings. Gotta make sure it's the angle I want. And then we're going to take our, I'm gonna do one and then I'm gonna do the other because I need to make sure I'm using both hands. So I'm just gonna do one and then I'm gonna hold it with both hands. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna hold it with both hands in place and I'm gonna put the light over it so that it sticks to it real quick. So I'm putting both hands on it under the light and I'm trying to just make it stick to the heart. And so I'm just holding it until it sticks on and then I'll dry it a little bit longer, making sure it's center. Yes, so you see that? So I'm gonna dry a little bit longer and I can even do the other one while I'm waiting. So I'm gonna put a little dab on here, putting a little dab, and then I'm gonna put this on and the light's on it so I can wait until it's fully on. So I'm using both hands, centering it where I want it. And I can let go of that and then put them under there. And then we have one more step, just one more step. And then we got beautiful, cute resin rings. I'm so excited. This is so fun. It's really just, yeah, a lot. I'm super excited about this. All right, it was kind of like just a flash, like we just did a really quick one. The next thing we want to do is, right, so they're just barely on there. We want to cover it. Now don't cover it so much that it spills over the edge, but cover it so that it's completely encased and that it's less likely to pop off. And so we're just doing that, and then now we're going to dry it. Okay, and there we have, look at these rings. Aren't these darling? These are so cute and they're gonna be so fun to wear.